and the budget goes out the window.
Yeah, point seaside town, tick.
How cute!
She's run away.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a very fun, exciting video, and that's a come book shopping with me video. I'm so excited. These are kind of becoming an annual thing. Every single March I seem to be doing one, so I'm back with another one because why not? There tends to be a little bit of a trend where at the beginning of the new year in January I buy loads of new books to get me excited to read all the books in the new year ahead, and then I kind of don't buy any books in February, and then all of a sudden in March I'm like, you know what? I fancy going on a big book shopping spree, so that is exactly what we're doing today. I'm planning on hitting up Waterstones, The Works, maybe some charity shops, I don't know. Me and Mark are going to go out and get some lunch together, have a little bit of a lunch date, and then he's going to film some footage for me for this video. So yeah, it should be a really fun day. I'm excited to take you guys along. I don't really know what I'm planning on buying. I have one book in mind, but that's kind of it. I do have a budget in mind though, so we'll see if I can stick to that. But you know, when you just like pick up a couple of books and then you're like, a few more and then a few more, and by the time you know it, you've overspent on your budget and the budget goes out the window. I have a feeling that may not happen. So yeah, without further ado, let's go book shopping. I'm really excited and come along with me. Off, I'm grabbing my Topping and Company tote bag for all my books. Put it in my bag, make sure I've got my wallet. Yep, we are good to go.
Specific you're looking for? No. Wow. That's huge. It's all thick.
Some Bible paper.
900 pages pretty much.
Get the next. I read the first one.
Pretty for you.
There's so many tools.
What actually just that doesn't have the major
Said, why is this different size of these?
all book should just be a specific size.
So this is adult.
That's
So
it?
it's a it says non-fiction. It's a non-fiction. Actually sounds really interesting. Okay, so they're separate stories,
Are they linked?
but they're just about the same character.
Okay.
So in here she's a spy, and this one she's a professional spy, so the mysterious library. Wait, which is the? I think this might be a second one. But it's the invisible library. Oh, the untold story is like all the way down here. So it's this one first. What's this one? Their mission to retrieve his book. One near has already been stolen. Nun's underground fractions seem prepared to fight for a death to find her book. Ooh.
Ooh.
I think I might take this one.
Win.
I'm gonna look at it on Goodreads. See,
No,
if
don't
it's
let
got-
it sway.
Yeah, but if it's got like a 3.1, then I'm happy.
Okay. Fair. Sometimes I don't like looking. And
Sometimes
you just
I
read
don't,
it and then you're
but-
like, oh, I liked it.
Yeah, but it gets me more excited.
How many
if I
times have
know-
we watched a film that's probably like rated 5 on IMDb and we're like, well, that was quite a good film?
Yeah, I know.
It says
3.74 is not bad.
just over the 3.5 you said.
that Waterstones was very successful, so let's head over to the works.
I feel like I wanted you to pick a book, but the two books you've picked out for me to currently read off my physical TBR haven't been great.
Well, they shouldn't be in your TBR if they're not great.
That looks like it.
Hey, last
Two
time
Sisters, One Important Month, A Year of Taking Chances. Yes,
the last
please.
time I chose a book in
Yeah.
Waterstones and you listened to it, it was amazing, and you gave it 5 stars.
Yeah, but the last book you actually picked out for me and I read physically from Waterstones was also a miss. The Truants.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I only chose that one because you were like, no, not on the other book.
No, that was ages ago. That was when we still played Mark vs. Rachel on my channel.
What? Oh, Cookery Club. The worst case scenario Cookery Club.
Quaint seaside town, tick. A beginner's cookery course is starting and 3 very different students have signed up. Lisa's husband has left her 20-year-old clean eating blogger and determined to show the world that her daughter is cooking for kitchen. I love this. Type of book. Yes.
Going with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's a fun cover.
Isn't it?
Got a small things. Oh, I thought it said Rachel, but it doesn't. Close.
Rahel. She's run away. I've run away from her, basically. Every time I'm over here, I'm always drawn to this book. Crawling. That's okay. I'll read June at the moment.
Do I get it in case I read the first one soon and then need the second one? This is so cute. It's chunky. House Witch and Enchanted.
House Witch.
Oh yeah.
It's quite a long title.
Yeah. There's a lot. I've been reading a lot of characters with Finn at the minute. Finn's like a new popular book character name.
It's a cool name though.
It is a cool name. This is such a pretty book. It's very pretty, yes. Felix, Finn, definitely a trend.
What's the book? Oh, very pretty book.
Yeah. In 30 days, I will die.
A Dark Inheritance. So me and Rachel were talking, and then we were looking at all of the new releases, and I was like, oh, look at the hardback. And I went, look at the softback. But I know that they're called paperbacks. But if you actually think about it, hardback, softback makes way more sense than hardback,
Way more
paperback.
sense.
It does make way more sense,
Way
though.
more sense.
Hey, let us know below in the comments.
Paperbacks.
Yeah, from a reader perspective, but from a logical perspective, hardback and softback would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but no one's going to agree with you because everyone reads in the comments and they agree it's paperback.
But then they might go, oh, actually, to be fair, that does make sense.
Nah, paperbacks.
Just right, it makes sense in the comments.
And just like that, we are back home. So I'm going to talk to you through all the books that I picked up on my little book spree. And I say little with a pinch of salt because I brought a lot of books, which I was planning on doing anyway. And I definitely picked up the books that I wanted to pick up, and all the rest were just added bonuses. But the biggest added bonus, my Carabat is going to die. My biggest added bonus was I picked up my first ever Funko Pop. If you guys didn't know, I have been obsessed with the newest Disney film that came out to celebrate the 100th, Wish. So I got Asher and Star as a little Funko Pop, and I'm going to put them pride of place on my little purple section of my bookcase, and I'm so excited. Mark doesn't unbox any of his Funko Pops, if you can tell in the background, but I will unbox my first Funko Pop with you guys because she's going to go pride of place on my bookcase and I'm so excited. Little star! Oh my god, it's so cute! And then Asher. How cute! So this is gonna go here. Cute. Right, let's get into the books before my camera battery dies. Not gonna lie, I got a little bit disheartened in the first Waterstones we went to. It was very small. It didn't have a buy one get one half price book table at all, which I was really, really shocked about. But I found a book that I never heard of before. It sounded interesting. I'm trying to pull out of my comfort zone this year with reading, so I thought I'd give it a go. And that is The Invisible Library by Geneva Cogman, I want to say is how I pronounce the name. A beautiful cover. I don't know kind of what genre of book this is, but basically follows our main character Irie, who is a professional spy, and she works for a mysterious library which harvests fiction from different realities. Along with her enigmatic assistant Kai, she's posted to an alternative London, their mission to retrieve a dangerous book. But when they arrive, it has already been stolen. London's underground fractions seem prepared to fight for it to the very death to find her book. So it sounds really interesting. It says one spy, one mysterious book, one deadly mission, and it just sounds like a lot of fun. And I did check it out on Goodreads and it's got a 3.74, so definitely excited to give this one a go. Hopefully I'll get to it soon. And actually MK Jemison has blurbed it saying, I absolutely love this, flavoured with truly unique mythology and a dash of the eccentric. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to give this one a go. Hopefully it's good. Fingers crossed. Next stop was The Works, which I knew was going to be a hit because I've been seeing some people's Instagram reels of what currently is in the works, and I was kind of already on the hunt for a few of them. So the first book I picked up, and I saw it as soon as I walked into the store, was The Catch by Amy Lee. This is the newest book by Amy Lee. This is the third and I believe final part in like the book influencer trilogy that she's currently working on. So there's been Set on You, which I have read, X's and O's, which is on my physical TBR, and then The Catch, which is the third one. I don't actually know what this one is actually about. I believe it's a fashion influencer. So the first one was a fitness influencer, X's and O's is a book influencer, and then this one is a fashion influencer following Melanie, who finds herself in a rural fishing village on the east coast of Canada. The only thing scarier than nature itself, burly fisherman Evan, who single-handedly disapproves of the theory that Canadians are nice. I think it's like an enemies to lovers sort of book. I really enjoyed Amy Lee's writing style when I read Set on You, but I didn't really love the romance as a whole. I still gave it a 3-star. I'm really excited to read X's and O's because obviously it follows a bookstagrammer, and I just wanted to complete the trilogy because all the covers are really, really lovely. So yeah, I got this one. Hopefully it's good. The next one that I saw in Tesco this morning, I was going to pick up in Tesco, and I was like, I guarantee this is going to be in the works later. So I waited to get it in the works, and that is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I had no inclination of reading this book at the beginning of the year until I started seeing some of my friends who read it and say how cute it is. So I might save this one for summer because Icebreaker is not really set for a season, but it follows ice hockey and figure skating, whereas this one is set at a summer camp, so perfect for the summertime. So I picked it up because I gave Icebreaker a 5-star, so I really have high hopes for Wildfire. I just didn't really think that summer camp was really my thing, but I've given into the hype and I picked it up. The next two I've just seen kind of fleeting around the book community online, and I just picked them up. I don't really know what they're about, but they're only £3 each, so I thought, why not? Nothing can really go wrong. And the first one is a cowboy romance, and it does say it's a TikTok sensation, so a little bit apprehensive because of that kind of label, but it's done and dusted by Lila Sage, I want to say is how I pronounce the author's name. Apparently it's very big on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, so I don't actually know, and I haven't really seen it on Bookstagram, but if it's big on TikTok, it hopefully is big for a reason. And this is a cowboy romance, I believe. She's off limits, but he's never been good at following the rules. Discover the sizzling of brothers to best friend, small town romance. These are like the two buzzwords I kind of went in for. Basically, for the first time, Clementine is the name of the main character in the 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Emmy Ryder has no idea what she's doing. She's accomplished everything on her to-do list. She left her small hometown in Wyoming, went to college and made a career for herself by doing her favourite thing, riding horses. But after an accident makes it impossible for her to get back in the saddle, she has no choice but to return to the hometown she always wanted to escape. Enter Luke Brooks, most notorious bad boy, bar owner and bachelor. I can see where this is going. He's also the unofficial 5th member of the Ryder family. As Emmy's older brother's best friend, Luke spends most of his childhood antagonizing her. It's been years since he's seen her, but when she walks into this bar and back into his life, he can't take her eyes off her. Against his better judgment, he wants to do a whole lot more than just look at her. And this actually really reminds me of a book I read earlier this year called The Conan Only by Susanna Nix, which I read on my iBooks account, which I have a whole vlog for, so I'll link up above and down below. And that is kind of like small town, brother's best friend, kind of she's off limits, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars. So yeah, really excited to get to this one. And then the last book I got in the works just because I'd heard it kind of fleeting around Bookstagram and it sounds like fun more than anything, and that is the Raiders of the Lost Heart. Kind of like book meets Tomb Raider and Jurassic Park, I want to say. It basically follows an archaeologist who is invited to join an all-expensive paid dig in the Mexican jungle. She thinks her wildest dreams have come true. It's her life goal to lead an expedition in search of her long-lost remains of her ancestor, an ancient warrior of the Arctic Empire. But as the world-renowned expert of the topic, Corrie should be leading the expedition, not sharing her glory with a disgustingly handsome nemesis. And it's like an enemies to lovers, romance, kind of weird, close proximity, exposition with digging involved, paleontology. And it just sounds like fun, and I have heard one person speak about it, I can't remember who, and they just had fun with it. So yeah, it could have been literally Lily, I can't remember, but it sounds like fun, so I thought I'd give it a go. And then my last stop was the second Waterstones that I went into, and it hurts my heart sometimes that in the works I spent £16 on 4 books, and in Waterstones I brought 4 books, 2 of them being buy one get one half price, and I spent £36. I want to know why the works can charge a lot less for the same object basically than Waterstones. But I did pick up 4 books I'm really excited to read in the Waterstones. 2 of them that I haven't heard from before, and 2 of them off the buy one get one half price that I have heard of and really want to get to soon because I've heard incredible things. The first one is Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellers. I had no interest in reading this book when I first kind of like saw it go around and get really hyped, because I didn't think it was going to be a book for me. And then when I saw that Coco Mellers has a new book coming out called Blue Sisters and the plot really intrigued me, I went back to see what this one was all about, and it does sound interesting. It basically follows Cleo, who lives in New York City. She's 24. She's at a different party every night with a student visa that's swiftly running out. She doesn't even have any money for cigarettes. But a chance encounter on New Year's Eve offers her a way out. Frank, successful and 20 years older, can give her the security she craves and the green card she needs. And in Cleo, he sees a life filled with beauty, art and freedom. As the two rush headlong into an impulsive marriage and their friends are drawn to its terminus orbit, what begins as a chance meeting will change all their lives forever. And it sounds really good. And I've heard incredible things about it. So I'm really excited to get to this one. And then the other one that was on the buy one get one half price table was Bright Young Woman by Jessica Knoll, which I have seen really hyped recently because it is basically, I don't know 100% what it's about, but what I can kind of gather from what people are talking about it, it basically shines a spotlight on the woman in serial killer cases. Instead of focusing on the actual villain of the story, it's focusing on its victims. And I've heard incredible things about this book. I think Gabby from Gabby Reads read it recently and absolutely loved it. So I'm really excited to get to it. I haven't read any Jessica Knoll before, but I know she has written Luckiest Girl Alive, and a lot of people like that one as well. So I'm interested to read it. I definitely think it'll be a really eye-opening experience hearing from the other perspective that you should hear about, but don't get to hear about because everyone kind of like romanticizes the serial killer. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one, hopefully soon. I have realized I've added a lot of books to my TBR, and my TBR is going back over 40. I'm currently at like 31, so I think I might just be breaching 40. We'll do a calculation in a minute. And the other 2 books I picked up from Waterstones were books I've never heard about, but both sounded really interesting. The first one is your typical woman's chick lit, and it just sounded like my perfect cup of tea, so I had to pick it up. The cover was so cute. It was the last book there. It was meant to be, and this is The Worst Case Scenario Cookery Club by Chrissy Manby, I want to say is how I pronounce her name. And look how cute. There's a dog on the back. It's just precious. And this book basically follows multiple different people on a quaint seaside town in New Bay. A beginner's cookery course is starting, and 3 very different students have signed up. I'm hooked already. Liz's husband has left her for 20-something clean eating blogger, and she's determined to show the world and her daughter she's just as capable in the kitchen. John, newly widowed after 50 years of marriage, can't live on sympathy lasagnas forever. And to 30-year-old workaholic Bella, the course is a welcome escape from her high-pressure job. Their only common ground between them, they can barely boil an egg. Enter talented chef Alex, who is determined to introduce his pupils to the comfort of cuisine. As Liz, John and Bella encounter various disasters in the kitchen, the unlikely trio soon form a fast friendship. Their culinary skills might be catastrophic words, but could the cookery club have given them a recipe for happiness? It sounds so heartwarming, and it sounds like, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know this book is like 100% up my alley, and I'm really hoping it lives up to all I have for it, because I'm so excited to read it. And the last book I picked up, another book that I've never heard of before, from the YA section, because I am trying to like delve into different genres this year, and the cover really intrigued me, and then the title did. The Dark Inheritance by H.F. Asquith, I want to say is how I pronounce the author's name, but once again I have no idea. The tagline says, "In 30 days I will die." It sounds so good, and it says it's a twisty gothic horror fantasy perfect for fans of Neil Gaiman and Leigh Bardugo. Once I had 4 brothers, 3 of them are dead. I am next. Felix Ash is sure of one thing: in 30 days on his 18th birthday, he will die. The gruesome deaths of his 3 brothers have convinced Felix that he and his family are under a terrible curse, one doomed to stop anyone inheriting his family's fortune. When an opportunity to break the curse appears to present itself, it's impossible not to heed to its dark call. And bound to everything is a deadly secret society that will either be Felix's downfall or his one chance at redemption. And it sounds just fun and interesting, and I'm just really intrigued, and it's a YA, so hopefully it'll be a quick, fast-paced read. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get to not only this book, but every single book that I brought in today's book spree. So let's just quickly recap before my camera battery dies. The 4 books I brought in the second Waterstones. The 1 book I brought in the first Waterstones, so that's 5. And then the other 4 that I brought in the works. Another 9 books, and I think I currently have 31 on my physical TBR, so we're adding it all up to back to 40, but I cannot wait to get to all of these. And yeah, I just had so much fun spending some money, buying some books, making myself happy, and filling up my physical TBR trolley once again, because it's getting a bit sad. There's a lot of falling over books because there aren't enough books on that trolley. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. I do anything from reading videos, book videos, reading vlogs, journaling content. I have it all here on this channel, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.